goodness, it has been a hot minute since I have released a new episode on YouTube, and I'm so excited to be here. My name is Christina Cooper-Gomm. I am down 38 pounds on a GLP-1, and I have gone from a size 10 in jeans to a size 2. I have gone from a size large, extra large, to a small, sometimes extra small. This shirt is a small, which is just wild for me. And I've been on this journey for over 4 months now. Definitely not a journey that came lightly. I was very judgmental about GLP-1s. I was even the person that was commenting on the posts that people were doing about it's a cheat, and the people just aren't working hard enough until we had the situation with my husband where for health reasons we needed to get him on a GLP-1 because things were not working. He started within 4 days of seeing him and how he was just like already talking about food and the changes that he was feeling. I was like, I want to see if I can get approved. So I am now here today, though, to talk to you about microdosing. So a lot of people have no idea what microdosing is. I have talked about it in some of my YouTube episodes beforehand, but I want to dive into it a little bit more today because there are so many people out there that don't necessarily need to lose weight, but could really benefit from a microdose from a health standpoint. And I am still on a microdose because I honestly love how the medication helps me, especially neurologically within like the food noise and the way that food used to control my life. Again, if you've watched episodes previously, you know that I struggled with an eating disorder for many, many years. It's the reason why I don't actually know the number on the scale, and so forth. So that being said, a weight loss dose is when you have a certain dose month one, and then you go up in a dose for month two, and then you go up in dose for month three. And you can continue to go up in dosage just depending on your health care goals. Okay. So for me, the most weight that I can lose and still feel and be in a good BMI is 40 pounds. So as of a week and a half ago, I stepped backwards on the scale because that's how I get my weight done. And my husband comes with me, and he actually knows I was down the 38 pounds. And so I may have lost a pound or two since then, but my whole goal is not to go under 40. Just because I think that I don't want to look too skinny, honestly, and I want to be in a good, good health and BMI and that sort of thing. So sorry, I'm rambling. It's been a minute. Composing myself. So a microdose is a small amount that never changes. So you don't go up in dosage each month. And I have heard of people trying to and or finding the sweet spot for them, like the sweet dose for them, meaning that it's not too much so that they continue to lose weight, but it's just enough to where the food noise is gone and they still continue to see the health benefits with your blood pressure and your levels, like all of your blood work levels, and those who struggle with like PCOS and insulin resistance, those sorts of things. People in perimenopause and or going through menopause, and even just like life longevity, wanting to live longer because your body is working with you. This is a tool. Do you have to be on it forever? No. Will I be on it forever? Probably not. But I love that I can still have microdosing as an option, and it is far cheaper than the weight loss dose. I also do want to throw this disclaimer out there that everyone loses weight differently because every body is different. So, yes, I lost 38 pounds in 4 months. Tyler has lost 52 pounds in 4 months. He still has like another 45 to go to be at a healthy weight for his height. But again, some people lose it much slower. It just depends on how you react to it. The choices that I've made, I'm walking at least 4 days a week with a weighted vest for 45 minutes. I am getting tons and tons and tons of water. I'm a Hydro Jug fan. I'm eating protein. I even have alarms set on my phone every 3 hours. I just grab a piece of beef jerky. I grab a protein bar. I grab my protein powder, which all the links for all those things are in the description of this video. And so, yes, so microdosing is an option. There's no BMI requirement for a microdose. So there are oftentimes people that they do want to have some weight loss, and you can lose weight on a microdose. You can lose a lot of weight on a microdose if you start incorporating those healthier habits and you keep those up while you're on a microdose. You can as well. I would say the average person is probably like 10-ish pounds on a microdose. But I have a girlfriend of mine, not to be named because I'm not going to out her. By the way, if you ever send me a DM, a message, or anything, I would love to hear your story. I would love to know about your journey, and I am not going to share your name or release any of your confidential information. I'm also a therapist, so I'm very good about HIPAA. But please feel free to share those with me. But I do have a girlfriend. She's lost 90 pounds on a microdose, but she's been microdosing for years. And so, yes, yes, that is what a microdose is. That is the difference between a weight loss dose and a microdose. I am happy to be microdosing. I anticipate Tyler will probably microdose as well. And in all reality, it's because of the relationship that we have in our own minds and our own mindsets with food. So as we continue to work on that while we're on a microdose, the goal is that we won't be on it forever. But it's also not bad if you are. It's not a bad thing. People don't understand, like, this isn't like a medication that's bad for you, okay? I mean, would you look at an antidepressant as something that's bad for you? This is just like what I talk to my therapy clients about, which if you guys are in the state of Utah and you're looking for therapy and you're not a family or a close friend, feel free to book a session with me. If you live anywhere else around the world and you're looking for a life coach, I would be more than happy, again, if you're not a really close friend or family, to see you as well and to help you in any aspect that I can. But I want to talk a little bit about how we look at antidepressants in people, and there's no difference between how we look at a GLP-1 and how people's health is, okay? So the correlation that I'm going to make here is that oftentimes there are people that'll hop on an antidepressant and they'll stop doing certain things. They'll stop seeking help from a therapist or doing the things that helped them within their mindset and their mental health. And then what happens is they hit a plateau and then they up their dose. And then they hit a plateau and then they up their dose until at some point their doctor is going to say, I cannot continue to up your dose on this antidepressant. And so I recommend that if you are on medications, whether it's anxiety, depression, or what have you, that you are seeking mental health treatment at the same time. So it's a tool. Okay, it is a tool. Medication is a tool when we're looking at in a concept of mental health and when we're looking in a concept of peptides. So it's the exact same thing over here, meaning that if you get on a GLP-1, it is not the quick fix. Don't stop doing the things that you were doing before you got on the GLP-1, meaning exercise. If you were exercising before, continue to exercise. Yes. Are there people that lose weight and don't exercise? For sure. Is it healthy? No. If you want to be able to continue this habit without the medication, it's important that you're doing that. Same thing with mindset. So if you do think that you have things you need to work through in therapy, you have things that you need to work through with life coaching, that you're doing that while you're still on a GLP-1 journey. So that when you get off of that, and if you ever chose to get off of a medication that you were taking for antidepressant or for depression, for anxiety, those sorts of things, that you're able to be okay because you've developed coping skills, just like doing the exact same thing with the GLP-1 journey and using that as a tool. So it is a tool, okay? It is not a magic fix it. It is a tool. All right, I love you guys. All the links are below. Book a session. If you're looking for a good GLP-1 provider that's trusted where you're actually going to see results because it's personalized dosage to you, protein powder, links for, I've been shopping a lot because I got a whole new wardrobe and all of that too. So it's just nice to show up and be here. I'm so excited. I've got some really exciting things for you guys in the pipeline and the greatest day. See you later.